Do-do-do. That's what happens during the break. Sit around. You can sit around and pretend to talk as like the credits roll.
Yeah, that's why we got to talk really because of the audience.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
I saw those titties.
Yeah. I space-eat her.
Yeah. I don't know if the sentence "I space-eat her" works.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not sure Spacey's into spacing chicks. Hey there, and welcome to Beyond Synth. This is episode 2. We had a very exciting show last night. We had Dana Jean on. Joining me, as always, is Mike Mendoza over there.
Hey there, I'm the hoo-ha with the booyah, bringing it straight to ya. What you think of that?
We haven't okayed that as the catchphrase, but the bottom line is we're joined all show by my buddy who we met early on in the early days of Beyond Synth. It is Protector 101, Mr. Jake Freeman.
Hello. Hi.
Woo!
Thanks for having me on.
You've been having a good day? You enjoying Toronto?
Yes.
So I should say that Jake has come here from Maine, right, in the United States.
Yes.
And we met on episode 3 of the regular Beyond Synth show back in 2013, all those years ago, right?
It's been that long.
Yeah. So Jake came over, and we're recording this today. It is my birthday. I am 36 years old today. I'm an old man.
Yeah, I'm 36 too, so, but I'm even older than him.
Happy birthday, Andy. From me, Ghost.
Is he done?
That's the kind of show this is. So anyways, we went last night, we went and saw Dance with the Dead, and Dana Jean performed. She's very busy because she was on here just last night on episode 1 of the Real BEYOND SYNTH.
It's amazing. I didn't even see her. She was like in and out.
Listen, we're all having a good time today. We're going to sort of treat this as if we haven't met before. I know it's a weird thing to say after we just talked about how we met, but well, I mean, like, I want to introduce the audience to Jake, Protector 101. And that we should also address that originally there was a different plan for today's show because obviously Ghost was supposed to be in the city, and we were hopefully going to do recording with him, and then he got stopped at the border. So we can cut to some footage of that because we got some exclusive footage of Ghost getting stopped at the border.
Crazy.
I didn't do fucking nothing, man! I didn't do fucking nothing! I was free! I was fucking free! I didn't do nothing! Canadian fucks! I didn't do nothing!
I told people on Twitter, I was like, send in questions for Ghost in Dance with the Dead, you know, because we were going to do a show, and then that fell through. So I thought, since I have you here, I'm just going to ask you the questions that people wanted me to ask Ghost. Because I had them all prepped out of these nice cue cards that have questions all typed up on them, and they were intended for someone else. But you know what? You're a talented guy. You know what I mean? You put on performances and stuff too. So some of these questions might relate to...
I seriously doubt it.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We got all these fun questions here. We're going to have a fun time today. Later on, Protector 101 is going to do a performance, and that should be fun. And we're going to do other fun things. I keep saying fun things because I actually don't have a plan.
It's a lot of fun, though.
Today was all about putting the set together and trying to fucking get this thing started. And it's only now that I realize once the cameras are going that it's like, oh, right, I don't have a fucking plan. Not a single plan. So we're going to take a little break now. I'd like to let people know if they've donated money to the Beyond Synth Patreon. I used to make little videos to thank the top tier donors, and we're not doing those anymore, but we're going to thank them in the show now, so it's all very exciting. So we're going to go to one of those now and thank the lovely people who make Beyond Synth possible. First up, I'd like to thank Greg Smith for his support of Beyond Synth. Here he is dressed up like Deckard. See, we all love Blade Runner, we're all just one big family, and here he is dressed up like a Thing too. I know people think I'm old and don't get the kids' hip references, but I know what's up. Oh wait, never mind, he's thing 1. The bottom line is, Greg is a cool dude who also makes music, which you can check out here. And here's Greg getting together with some buddies and soundproofing his secluded murder dungeon. Now, this is smart because the biggest rookie mistake of all people with murder dungeons is that they don't soundproof the damn things. And then you got your neighbors over and they're like, hey, what's that noise? I hear murder occurring. And you're like, shit, we should have put up some acoustic foam panels. So Greg is both cool and shrewd. I don't know how exactly Greg turned from this fresh-faced lad into Greg the Murder Castle Smith, but what I do know is I appreciate your support of Beyond Synth, and I hope you enjoy me joking about you being a murderer. Next up, I'd like to thank Mike Shima. I think he's some sort of detective or something, and he's used his powers of deduction to support Beyond Synth, and I appreciate it. And when he's not hanging out in dark alleys and drinking absinthe, he's also an author. So that's cool. He's got these books on Amazon about hacking. You see, when Mike was young, he got inspired to be a hacker by this scene from Lawnmower Man 2.
We've got a problem. I can't get past the memory lock to isolate the chain.
Simple. Just enhance the memory index. Actualize data. 5. Go. Execute worm function. Enhance. Redimensionalize variables. Ta-da!
And after that, Mike grew up and wrote the books on hacking. And having read them all, my personal favorite is Hacking Web Apps, Detecting and Preventing Web Application Security Problems. This is Mike Shima's magnum opus, and if you don't know what a magnum opus is, then you and I are not so different. And here he is with a police box hat. Yeah, I didn't know they made these damn things, and it's a lot better than my police box hat, which is just this police box piggy bank that I put on my head. Thanks, Mike, for your support of fucking Beyond Synth. It means a lot to me, dude. And shit, while we're here, I'd like to shout out to some Beyond Synth legacy donors, all right? There's Chris Dance, Jacob Wick, and Trevor Resnick. All cool guys in my book. Now let's get back to the show. All right, wasn't that great?
Yeah.
So we're going to ask some questions that these were intended for Dance with the Dead and Ghost. Just to let you people know, if you did write these in, when I do talk to those guys again, I will ask them these questions. But for now, I would like Protector 101. This is a question from Vincenzo. He says, hi, my name is Vincenzo. I'm from Italy, and I would like to ask Dance with the Dead if they like pineapple on pizza. My wife sends you compliments for your great podcast. Well, thank you, Vincenzo. We can put a picture of him up here. Here, that's Vincenzo. All right. So, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Yes. Vincenzo, I know who you are. Yes.
Here,
Pineapple is good.
look in your camera.
Which one?
Yours is there.
There? Okay. Yes, Vincenzo, I know who you are, and pineapple on pizza is good.
Jake, are you answering for Ghost by proxy?
I'm going to assume that since Dance with the Dead is from Southern California, they're
Oh, that's
okay.
a good question. Good question. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Are you answering on behalf of you?
I don't know. Am I?
Do you like pineapple on pizza?
Okay, I'll answer it both ways. Okay, me, yes, I love pineapple on my pizza. Dance with the Dead, I'm assuming they do because
You
they're
almost
also
said
from
pine
Southern.
nuts.
I think he did say pine nuts.
You said pine nuts first, and then you said pineapple.
Okay, so pineapples.
You fucked up. Get off my show.
Yes. to
Okay,
both.
so the bottom line is yes. So Vincenzo, I know you're not going to be happy with that answer because he's an Italian guy who thinks that oh, pineapple is wrong on pizza. Mm-hmm. And he's right. Here's a question. Dear Ghost, what happened to the H? What did you just say?
I said it blew away.
That was a question from a gentleman by the name of Corey Hoover, who works at Insomniac as a video. He does the video content for the games, and they're coming up with that new Spider-Man game. So this is a personal message to Corey Hoover. When your company gives you your free copy of Spider-Man, you send me that free copy, and I will be your best friend.
I think you have to put paid product thing at the beginning of the video.
That's only if he gives it to me.
Okay.
If he actually takes the copy of Spider-Man and plays it because it's like a good game and doesn't give it to me, then he's not obligated to give anything to me. I'm just saying. I want to play that
Are
Spider-Man
you trying
game.
to circumvent the laws here?
What law? What law am I breaking?
The YouTube law. It's international.
We record this show on international waters. We're fine. All right, here's a question for Ghost. Why does Ghost keep getting reggae music posted on his Spotify page? Is he not telling us something? That is from Necrofear. So what is Ghost not telling us?
He's huge into reggae.
Yeah?
That's what he's not telling you.
Yeah, that's the truth. He got stopped at the border, so I'm sure Ghost is not telling us a lot of things. Where's the H? What's up with the reggae? And what did you do, man? All right. Hey, how did... This is to Ghost. How did you guys first meet, you and Dance with the Dead?
Go ahead, Jake. Do that one.
Well, you technically know them, so I mean, like, you can answer that question. I mean, you...
I can answer. I met Ghost and Dance with the Dead in Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah, and how did you meet? That's where you met. How did you? Did you shake hands? Did you hug?
Yeah. I met him at the airport. We picked him up from the airport.
Did you guys hug?
Yeah.
We hugged.
Yeah, we hugged.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Tyler Matson, for that question. I'm sure you loved that answer. I'll tell you, see, the fun time whenever I see Dance with the Dead is I sort of re-meet them every time because Justin always forgets who I am. Because Tony, whenever we meet, is like, hey, man, how's it going? And I'll go talk to Justin. He's like, hey, we've met before. I'm like, yeah, you've been on my show. This is a
Mike.
This is for, this is for both of you. This was actually one that was actually for Protector 101. Would you prefer to have a lightsaber or a hoverboard? And that is from J.M. Jennison. Jim.
Probably hoverboard.
Why?
I don't really like Star Wars stuff. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. Hoverboards seem cooler.
Because of the affiliation with the franchise?
Yeah, probably.
How about you?
Lightsaber.
Why?
Because I imagine that if I had lightsaber, I would probably already be force sensitive. I'll make myself hover, baby.
I would say lightsaber just because you can cut things in half.
Yeah, but I got things like that.
I got a fucking Ginsu knife, man.
Right. I'm already set.
I think that just riding a hoverboard would be hard. I think it would be too hard.
You get used to it.
Yeah, but I think a lightsaber would be easy right off the bat.
Well, with a hover, I don't know.
Like the second you get the lightsaber,
but
and you turn it on, and you're instantly fucking slashing shit in half.
And then you're cut in half.
That's true.
So.
Well, one wrong move on a hoverboard, and you'll be like on the freeway.
What?
Well, if you're flying on the road.
Maybe now I'm leaning towards hoverboard. Because I was thinking about getting used to it, and the more you get used to it, the more cool you look, and you can do tricks and like. Whoosh.
As long as you don't go in the water.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, you can go in the water. You just need power. And then you could attach like LED strips to your jacket and stuff, and you could like glow and stuff.
The best part about hoverboard ownership will be when you attach LED lights to your jacket. Not the idea that you have this wicked device. It's like, that'd be for the lightsaber too. Like, and then when you get a lightsaber, you can fucking put on a fedora and like put a reflector on it so when you're riding your bike, people see you at nighttime. All right, Protector 101. This is a question from Surgery Head at Surgery Cult on Twitter. Also goes by Repeal the 8th.
Yes.
Which I think is like some Irish abortion thing, if I'm not mistaken. Which is not funny. All right, Protector 101. Do you like your steak rare or well done, Jake? And then in brackets, make sure to add Jake when you say it. Don't say this part, thank you. All right, so So, so do you like your steak rare or well done, Jake?
Neither.
I don't know what that
I'm
means.
a medium guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I say well done because I get paranoid about meat cooking.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I cook meat myself, like, I cook it too long and it gets dry and stuff
Yeah.
because, like, I'm so...
So you just learned to I like crunchy.
Well, I don't like it that way, though. That's the thing. It's just like...
You're going to be okay.
People always talking about salmonella and shit.
You're going to be fine.
And so... well, I mean, I hope so. But I mean, like, you know, people always are saying all that stuff. And so now, you know, if I'm making chicken, I'm like, I don't want salmonella. So I'll fucking, like... put a big vat of fucking oil and throw it in and wait till it's black and be like, I'm not getting salmonella now.
Is it done yet?
Yeah.
Wait, how does oil get rid of the salmonella? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about cooking things way too long.
Oh, okay.
First time writer, long time listener. This guy's going to be really disappointed to see that. For Ghost, how exactly do you achieve the chopped up sound a lot of your songs have? Almost as if you went back and made it glitch. Also, I know you've stated you use overcompressed basses for your sound. Is this a sound you've created through compression, or was it a preset from Massive or a massivepatch.im? Just wondering, from all the basses I've messed with, I can never get them to contort or bend the way you do, or have it sound as mean as your music does. Thank you so much for your amazing work. That's from Dread Patrol with 3 Ds. That's like the size of boobs I like. Yeah. Triple D.
That's what I was thinking.
Triple D. Is that even a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh, no, but it's not a breast size.
Wait, did I say that wrong?
All right. Yeah, so how do you, I'll ask you first. How do you, why is your music so mean? I'll compress it to the question to that.
I mean, I can't answer for Ghost, so, I mean, there's so many multiple ways of doing that kind of sound that I've known.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Like, you finish a track.
I've come to talk with you again.
Have that track, you actually manipulate it afterwards. So you slice it, dice it, and pitch bend down, and
You set it and forget it?
yeah. So I mean, that's how I would do something like that.
What the fuck does this question mean? It's another one that's for them. Nice. Can't wait to open for them when they come to Boise. This is Star Warrior. I hope that show goes well. This episode is going to air like in 2018. So. Ask them how it feels to be the bad man. What does that mean? Is that a song name?
Yeah, isn't that the? Oh no, to feel like a bad man.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
No one knows what it's like.
Who sings that?
That's Limp Bizkit.
Featuring 311.
Who did the new version of that song? Was it Limp Bizkit?
I have no idea. I didn't even know there was a new version.
Yeah, and Dead First is like, cause my conscience is to be.
This is from Ernest from Future Holotape. He says, how's they get so sexy from Ernest? Yep, that is the way it's worded.
What? Ernest.
Or English is like his third language.
How is? No, it's not.
The question is, how did they get so sexy?
It is how's they get so sexy from Ernest.
Like from watching
Ernest?
Ernest movies?
It says from Ernest after.
Yeah, well, that's part of the question is the from Ernest. This question also doesn't end with a question mark. So it might be like some sort of like philosophical statement. So how about this? Do you want to talk about Protector 101? Explain what you do, who you are, why you're here.
Can we like narrow that down a little bit?
Okay, who are you? Who are you?
I am I am Jake Freeman, also known as Protector 101, and I've started this project since 2010, 2012 or something. So
Like an old man.
like an old man, yeah.
Why Protector 101? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was actually there was 3 names I was thinking of when I started this whole project. It was Protector 101. It was Power Pill, which was from the 1990s game Pit Fighter. I don't know if you remember that at all.
Did you play Pit Fighter?
Pit Fighter? Yeah. Yeah, all the time. I love Pit Fighter.
Have you played it recently?
Yes. That's one of those monthly games I play. Like
Oh, is
with
it?
RoboCop.
I can't do Pit Fighter, man.
I love Pit Fighter.
The characters like just jolt around the screen. Like
Yeah.
it's
great. Like you have the
it's great. Okay.
like you have the like the wrestler guy.
I always thought Pit Fighter was sort of like unplayable.
No, it's super playable. Yeah, once you get it down, it's Guardians of the Hood was unplayable.
Guardians of the Hood is fucking trash.
Yes, it is.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
If you want to play an awesome arcade game, Mike, you play Guardians of the Hood. It is garbage.
Guardians of the Hood. I've never heard it. What's the premise?
It's supposed to be like supposedly the sequel to Pit Fighter.
It's a brawler, like it's
a brawler.
Yeah, because I love side-scrolling brawling games from the old arcade days. I love Streets of Rage. It's not an arcade game, but I mean that's probably my favorite. But you know, Final Fight, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Yes.
Punisher was a good one.
Final Fight.
Classic.
Classic.
Dungeons and Dragons, actually, those ones are cool. Have you ever
Yeah,
played
those are actually pretty good. Yeah.
But Golden Axe. Let's keep mentioning. Anyway, so I'm always going through trying to find more undiscovered gems, you know, that I've never played.
There's tons of them.
And Christ, I found Guardians of the Hood, and it is garbage. It's filmed actors, like the kind of Mortal Kombat style, Pit Fighter style, and it has the worst control. It's just the worst game. I hated it.
It's pretty bad.
My saber will get you next time.
You know what's not bad is what is it, like Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon or something? You ever played that one? It's not bad.
Yeah. It's a good fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's not really a brawler, right?
No, that one is.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of
It's called something like Pretty Soldier Sailor Moon or
Yeah.
something. It's got some wacky, you know, it's Japanese.
Right.
Sailor Moon.
Right.
So why did you then land on the name Protector 101?
Okay, so the third one, so there was Protector 101, Power Pill, but Power Pill was already taken.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I think it was actually Richard D. James, Aphex Twin. I think he had a side project called Power Pill.
Never heard of him.
Okay, you should probably hear him.
Yeah.
The other one was, for the life of me, I can't remember, but it was RoboCop's gun, like the model number.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't we I feel like we talked about this one time.
Did we?
But
we've never met.
That's true. So we didn't. All right.
So I landed on Protector 101 just because, I don't know, it seemed to fit well. And, I don't know, you could play off the word, you know, like the lettering and stuff if needed be. So, and I really liked the name and where it came from.
So where did it come from?
So a lot of people don't know this, even though they have Google right at their hands. If you type in Protector 101, you'll come up with some of my stuff, but you also find the movie Chopping Mall, a.k.a. Killbots. And Chopping Mall
There's a fucking fruit fly in the set.
It's
thinks
probably
you're a fruit.
No, it's probably
It
that
thinks you're a fruit.
that damn banana you got over there.
Yeah, there's an old banana on set that needs to be addressed, and I won't.
So Chopping Mall.
Yes.
So and Chopping Mall is about this mall, and it has a new security system, and there are robots known as the Protector 101 series.
Yeah.
And electricity hits the mall, and the robots go crazy, and there's these teenagers that were throwing a party, and they're locked inside the mall with all these crazy robots trying to kill them, and that's where Protector 101, the name, comes from.
I've never actually seen Chopping Mall.
Well, we're gonna have to watch it.
What are we doing?
We're going to the store to get cereal.
We're going to the grocery store. Yeah, because we can't have a proper slumber party without cereal.
Ooh, what's this? We never had this.
What?
Edge with protein. My favorite.
You don't have fucking Croc Canal?
This is my second favorite.
Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just eat yours. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But is it your favorite?
I don't know what my favorite cereal is.
Really? Like when you were a kid? Like when you're like, oh.
No, hey, when I was a kid, my dad bought fucking Muffets because he was like on a health kick, and Muffets are like little fucking hay bales. It's the worst.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was.
So like when you went to a friend's house or something.
Look, here they are. Here's fucking Muffets.
Huh. So it's just like wheat.
Look at Muffets, even the French. Bleh. Fucking bleh. They're gonna get a shot of you with a fucking box of bleh.
What is this?
Roulette. Fucking
Roulette.
Doritos roulette. Maybe it's like
So
you
you
don't know
just-
what you're gonna get.
It seems like all the.
Diarrhea or syphilis. So what cereals have we decided on?
So I went with my CTC, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Andy was going for Cookie Crisp.
Yeah, I've never actually had Cookie Crisp, but this is gonna be an exciting time.
It's gonna be awesome.
So you got Super Mario pajamas too.
I do.
Mine
I
are the
do.
thin kind. You got the fleece kind.
I got the fleece kind, and I got a Mario shirt.
Sweet. See, I'm wearing my. That's a picture of Bill Paxton there. That stuff's good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like you all to meet your brand new security team, the Protector 101 series robots.
Well, nothing can go wrong, right? So, like, is this movie done after this scene then?
Pretty much, it's just explaining how it
Yeah.
works.
That's the whole movie. It's like,
We jail this barbecue and it's good times to the max.
here comes the Terminator. This lightning storm's amazing.
He really hates this mall.
Yeah.
The fridge is packed. All right, good.
Why are they wearing business suits? Who are these people? Now, why are they talking about partying? Are they meant to be high school aged?
Maybe like college age. Dad ass.
We haven't had any fun since we sunk all our wedding money into business.
Wait, how old are these people supposed to be?
What can't you wait for, Michael?
Oh, shit. Okay, so these people are all 30, right? At least. I bet you that dad is probably like 2 years older than everybody else.
Penny.
Wait, where are they? Is this the mall? What? How long has this lightning storm been going on for?
He ate the sausage.
Waste not, want not. You know what I mean?
So these robots are murderous, but also hid the body of the other guy and just sat here waiting? Like, it's not even that it has the desire to kill, it also wants to fuck with people?
Right, right.
We're in our mid to late 30s. If we had a party, it would look like this.
Yeah, about the same amount of people too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just a bunch of sad couples. How come everybody else doesn't invite us places? Okay, these people are fucking 40, man. It's like just a party of accountants.
Right.
Yeah.
That guy.
Now you want pump or auto? That's a good gun. The Uzi 9mm. Hey, just what you see, pal.
Yeah.
I knew you bastards were gonna be trouble when I first brought you in here.
So what did it do?
I think it just took his neck.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Someone clearly just with like a ketchup bottle sprayed blood on the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that wasn't even like splattered blood. It was like glunk.
So good. I love it. I want a poster of that shot there.
Protector 1, back online.
I don't know why being sideways made me turn off. Nice. That was awesome.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Dad's a Marine.
Marksmanship is genetic.
We got this far by staying together.
And a lot of good that did Susie, right?
Tomorrow was her 45th birthday. Why is this guy driving with his arms up? It's like E.T. It's like, what?
You know, lasers and mirrors.
Oh! Shot a mirror.
Yeah, reflections.
What is she doing?
I don't know.
What? What?
Jesus.
that's right. They don't know that number one resuscitated himself, right?
No.
So they think the one in the elevator is dead. Is it dead?
No.
What?
Gaffer guy's like, sorry about that.
I don't even get what that was supposed to be.
Please tell me a cat comes out.
It better be. That's my favorite thing.
I know it is.
Like, what would women in the 80s even say to get that haircut?
Bigger. When
they sit down in the chair and say, give me this, like, what were they asking for? Give me the weird, bushy front thing?
Yeah.
Turns out these things can't look down, and they never thought about that.
Hey, it's a real spider.
Those two weren't. I'm trying to establish how much time has passed. Amazing! Oh, yeah. See, in this case, I'm not one step ahead of the person because I don't know why she's going to the paint store. It's like, she's got a cool paint-related plan, and I have no idea what that even is.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Wow. I don't know what your plan is, lady. She's real confident about it, but I don't know what it is. Ah! You know what's nice though with old movies? That was a real explosion.
Right.
It wasn't some cheap CGI thing like they.
Like, hey.
Thanks for showing me Chopping Mall.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching it.
Yeah, we had a nice.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. I like the music. The music's good, actually.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
yeah. Thanks.
Let's go back to the show.
All right. I gotta change first, though.
Yeah. And we're back. That was a lot of fun. You know the old saying, having a slumber party as two grown men is a pretty silly thing to do.
Dude, I have something fun for us to do.
All right, what do you want to do?
So here's my segment. This is what it's called. It's called, what's your favorite movie quote from a movie that's not the famous movie quote that everyone quotes?
Should we establish a movie, or do we just have to say a random one?
Yeah, maybe let's establish a movie.
Okay, well, I'll say this. For me, it's Scarface, and obviously everyone says, say hello to my little friend. That is the famous quote. Or say goodnight to the bad guy. My favorite stuff is anything by F. Murray Abraham's character. When he meets Tony Montana for the first time and gives him the job, and then he says, all you have to do is pay them and bring it back. You do that, you got $5,000. And that's my favorite thing. Scarface, I love the whole movie. So pretty much everything is like a memorable quote for me. And I will never say hello to my little friend, because that's the one that's like, that everybody does. So that's me. How about you?
Jake, what do you think? What's up top of your head?
I mean, on the top of my head, it's two movies. One is Reservoir Dogs. Steve Buscemi's character is running out of the bank, and it's that whole long shot. And I think you know what I'm talking about right now. You got this face on. Well, he ends up running into someone, like a bystander, because he's running away from the cops. And it's like this, I think it was overdubbed too.
Yeah.
And it's this guy who's like, you don't even see him like on screen, but you hear him go like, Jesus fucking Christ, man, what's your problem?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like so long.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is your problem, man? Fucking asshole!
Those dubbed in lines, like Terminator, the first Terminator movie, when he like throws the dude out of the phone booth.
Yeah.
And then you hear the dude in the background like, hey, man, you got a serious attitude problem. You know, it's perfect.
I don't care what you're doing. Come and get me. What the?
What?
Hey, man. You got a serious attitude problem.
And then when the little kid puts ice cream in Sarah O'Connor's pouch or whatever, and then you just hear this dude like, good going, kid. I ought to give you the tip.
This isn't real leather, is it?
Nice going, kid. Ought to give you the tip.
How about you, buddy?
Well, I've got a couple, and I do this all the time. I mentioned Die Hard with a Vengeance. Well, one of my favorite, everyone goes like, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, but like, I like the line where he catches the kids stealing potato chips from the store. He's like, what the hell? What, you want to go to prison for a Butterfinger or something? He's like, kid's like, look around, man. The cops are into something. It's Christmas. You can steal City Hall.
Yeah.
I'm always saying it's Christmas. You can steal City Hall.
Hey, where are you going? Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Go, dickhead!
Shut your mouth. You went down to juvenile hall for a Butterfinger? Is that it?
Look around, man. All the cops are into something. It's Christmas. You could steal City Hall.
So that's that. That's a fun thing I wanted to do with you guys.
That's
All right,
awesome.
man. That was fun. Thanks, Mike, for the fun suggestion.
Oh shit.
Well, how about this? Let's go to another fucking segment here where I thank my lovely Patreons.
Okay.
Okay.
It's your show.
Yeah. Well, it's that time of year again to thank Beyond Synth Patreon Pattersons, and I'd like to shout out to Slunks. Fucking Slunks. I don't even know what that means. I feel like I'm saying something inappropriate, but I'll tell you what is not inappropriate: donating to Beyond Synth. Anyways, look at this handsome guy here wearing a tie, and you can check out Slunks on Bandcamp. Here Slunks wearing a Carpenter Brute shirt. Here he is doing finger guns. And here he is with his shirt off. You see, Slunks has workout fitness goals. And since we have a huge budget here, we can figure out what he's gonna look like if he keeps up with his routine. I'm always inspired by people who can keep to fitness goals, since I can't, although I suspect he's getting all that energy from the cocaine. You see, he's got so much of that shit, he just spills it on the floor and smiles, because he knows there's a lot more where that came from. So I want to thank Slunks for donating to Beyond Synth. You're a cool guy, and might I add, a buxom beauty.
I don't think you know what a buxom beauty is.
I know what a buxom beauty is.
I don't think you do.
Don't tell me what I fucking don't know. Anyway, speaking of buxom beauties, I'd also like to thank Beyond Synth supporter Ashley Keegan. There, did I get it right that time? All right. Ashley Keegan's a cool lady who likes cool music. This Irish lass enjoys Rick Mayall and taking selfies. And if there's one thing you should know about Ashley Keegan, it is that Ashley Keegan does not smile for photos, full stop. And that's because she's cooler than you. If there's one thing I've learned from people who don't smile, it's that they are super cool. Especially Irish ladies, because they got that accent. So, who wants to be super embarrassed while I do my Irish accent? I want to thank you for donating to Beyond Synth. We worked day and night producing this show, and we couldn't do it without the fine ladies like yourself. And that's all I have to fucking say about that. Thanks, Ashley. And before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to some legacy Patreon donors, Pattersons. Anyways, look, these are legacy donors. There's Colin Bennett, Will Lowe, and Fraser Davidsons. Oh, Fraser Davidsons. All cool guys in my book, which is great because I got this big book and there's just some more cool guys to add to it. Anyways, back to the show. All right, and we're back. You know, we all have good times.
Hey, listen, you're a good guy, right?
You've been to Japan?
We're gonna talk about Japan again?
Well, we can. Well, not again. We haven't.
Oh yeah, we never met.
Yeah. Talk to me about Japan. You have a fascination with Japan.
Yes. Have you heard about their vending machines?
I have heard about their vending machines. Have you seen one, like in real life?
Yes. I've got to touch one, and I've got to put money in it.
And receive its contents?
Receive its contents, yes.
But not like one of them panty ones.
No, no.
What is a wind machine?
Huh?
Huh?
What are you saying? What is a wind machine? Are you saying wind, like the wind?
Vending machine.
Vending machines.
Vending machines. I heard wind machine? And you're talking about putting money in, and there's panties, and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Nobody said panties.
No, you know those wind machines. It's like, There's like a little cyclone that happens when you put $1 in, and like there's air pressure, and it just like shoots panties around like in a circle, so you know it's working.
It's in Japan.
Show me one of those panty typhoon machines.
Pantsu desu.
Yeah, see, because you know like Japanese stuff, right? Because I know nothing about Japan.
Yeah, we've been. I've been teaching Andy how to speak English/Japanese.
So the trick, as I understand, and God help me, this is gonna just appear incredibly racist, is to just take English words and add like "lu" on the end.
Yeah, something like that.
So like this thing here is a tebaru.
Tebaru, yes.
Tebaru.
Yeah. Door is doa.
Door.
Yeah,
like that door.
Right.
And tebaru. See?
Like Michael's name would be Michael Mendoza.
How do you feel about that?
This is very... I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to back off. I got a lot of fans across the world. I can't be part of this conversation.
No, listen, to all of my Japanese viewers, of which there's...
Do you have any?
That's a very good question. I don't now. like,
you might now.
Last person was just sitting there watching this like, I'm a ton of the Safaru. And like just fucking, pew. I'm deeply offended.
They'll probably understand this one segment though.
So what's the deal? Like, is that just something that you've liked?
No, yeah.
Like,
I've
what
always...
is it about Japanese stuff? Do you like anime and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of started off with anime stuff, but like, the more I looked into Japan and their culture, the more I appreciated it. And
did you enjoy all the bowing?
Yeah, bowing's good too. Yeah. Sign of respect.
I just checked my SoundCloud stats. I have 12 plays from Japan over the past 7 days.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to make that 0 for you.
Are they gonna unlisten to it?
Yeah. I think it's like, I can't believe. I gotta stop doing that voice. Because we were playing RoboCop earlier.
It was RoboCop 2 from the Nintendo, and you had to pick up either the N ones, which was Nuke, or the W, which we just said was Wook.
Yeah, because they never said what it was.
Right.
They never acknowledged like what W is, and we didn't have an instruction manual.
Right.
I wonder if it just explained it in the instruction manual.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because that was back in the days where they actually had instruction manuals.
I guess we'll never know. Well, yeah, when they needed an instruction manual to have like pictures in there so you could actually understand what it is you were looking at when you were playing the game. Like,
yeah.
I was the guy who read the entire manual before I even played the game.
I would do that if I was, because we had to buy video games out of town, like, because I lived in a small town, so I had to buy them like at the bigger town. So the instruction manual was the thing that I would read on the ride home.
Yeah, same here.
And then my dad would always find a way to like make me have like a chore to do.
Oh gosh.
Once we got home, like the second we get in the door, and I'm like, yes, it's like, don't forget to fucking not play your game. I'm like, fuck.
One of the last times I threw like a huge temper tantrum when I was a kid was, we went to, this is actually pretty funny.
I beat the shit out of my parents.
No, because Toys R Us was pretty close to my school.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Pit Fighter was out.
Oh, fucking Pit Fighter.
Pit Fighter, I know, again. So it came out for the, no, it was actually for, it was the handheld Tiger games. And I was really excited that we're going to go pick it up. So my grandparents picked me up, and I'm like, okay, all day I've been talking about this, to my friends at school. I'm like, okay, we're going to go straight home. I'm like, what? No, we can't go to Toys R Us. And I threw like the biggest tantrums, like for like, it was like a 15, 20 minute ride. Yeah. So, and so it was like, as soon as we like pull in the garage, everything's dead quiet, because like I'm just been crying and being an asshole. We get out of the car, he opens up the trunk and he hands me the game.
Oh.
And I'm like, motherfuckers. And it's like so stupid because like it was a shitty game,
Well, considering how shitty Pit Fighter is in its best fucking...
You just don't know how to play it, man. Like, seriously, it's a good game.
No, it's not. Talk to me a bit about putting on your live show, right? Because you've been going around. There's been you've been playing with a bunch of people. I think before you came here.
Yep.
You were what, in LA? Where were you guys playing?
We did a little mini tour. Did 2 shows in LA, a show in Ventura, which is my hometown in California, and then we did Turbo Drive up in San Francisco.
So, when you're playing, then you have a helmet that's designed after the Protector 101 robots,
right?
Just like we saw in that movie when we had our slumber party just now.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd you make that mask, Jake? Did you make it yourself, or?
Oh no, I wish I did. No, that was my buddy Will. He does.
Oh, Will, props master extraordinaire.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, Viking props. Shout out to Will, man. He's been my friend like ever since high school, and we've just been best buds.
Maybe I should get him to like build me a new set.
You could definitely do that.
I don't want to pay him though. I have limits here.
I'll pay him in exposure.
Yeah. I should be advertising that for everybody now. If you want exposure on this show that 10 people watch, donate all of your free labor and time. It's real worth it. Exposure is the best thing you can ever hope for. Sure, it's cool to get paid for the stuff you do, but as far as I'm concerned, if you want to, hey, this is for Corey. Corey, send me Spider-Man. All right. Tying it all back together. Because if you give me your copy of Spider-Man, I'll review it on the show, and then people might actually play it. Because no one will know or have heard about it until they see it here. Nobody watches those Sony press conferences. Not one person.
I think you mean Sunny.
Is that what they call it over there?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
All right, man. Well, listen, it's been fun to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It's been a blast.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming down. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And now you got to get yourself in your gear so you can put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm bad at ending shows. I mean, it's not the end of the show because obviously you're going to do a musical performance. And,
right.
But the point is that we've all had a good time here today.
We
Is that
did.
correct?
Yes. I had a blast. Thank you for having me.
How about you, Mike? Have you had a good time today?
I had a great time here today. I'm gonna miss Jake. You know, I love having him in the studio, and we're having a good time. And maybe you know.
I love you too, Mike.
Jake, I'll never forget that giggle.
Listen.
Yeah.
It was great to have you on the show.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And you have fun back in Maine, where Stephen King is from.
And Lobster.
Yeah, this is one of those fucking 10-minute goodbyes. And I'm excited because we're going to watch you do a performance.
Let's do this.
All right.
Pure Cove, Hotel in Miami Beach. I want you to go over there. And if it's what they say it is, you pay them and bring it back. You do that, you got $5 grand.
Boom, la pizza!